Hey guys, welcome to this week's card reading. I hope you've had a beautiful week and I hope you enjoyed last week's card reading as well, which was on spirit connection. Feel free to go watch that, and if it resonates, please comment and let me know what you found that was helpful and what you found that resonated. It doesn't matter which day you watch these videos on. If it resonates on that particular day, then it's meant for you. Any messages that come through is what needs to be. And that's what I've been holding with all these sessions, is the trust and surrender of it all. If you've seen the first video, I relayed how this was quite a surprise to me and I was resistant into sharing this, but it's become something that I am growing into and I am growing with, and I hope you get a lot from it too, because this is my whole intention, is to inspire, to uplift and empower you. So if you haven't seen my other videos already, my name is Kim. Welcome to my card reading this week. And I am using the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle cards, honouring the land that I am in Australia. And these cards jumped out at me when I was in one of the beaches in Sydney, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it because it's actually still a new deck of cards. It's happened to come at this time for a reason, and yeah, I am just allowing it all. Divinely aligned, I say. So, this week's card reading, what do we all need to know and what do we all need to see? This is a card for the collective. Let's see. So, I usually do intuitive art with my card readings, if you haven't seen the other videos. So yeah, it's a very unique approach, and I would actually like to invite you to do some intuitive art with me. So if you feel called, I would suggest you pause this video, maybe grab some art tools, equipment, whatever feels calling you. You don't need to. You could just watch this in the background if you're doing anything else, or if you're just wanting to intently listen. That's absolutely beautiful as well. But what's come to me is to ask you to also do some intuitive art with me. I feel like a pause there. This is all intuitive, and what intuitive means for me and these sessions is to really feel in to the energy surrounding all this. Just allowing the feeling of what needs to be to come up to the surface. And that's through my words and through how I do this whole session. Beautiful. Hidden learning. And if you can see on this card, it looks like a body, a figure, in amongst purple sort of seaweed leaves and purple bubbles and dots. And in the background is a faint image of a tree. And it looks like in a foresty kind of landscape. Hidden learning. Okay, so I'm going to bring my art tools up, and I would recommend now might be a good time to pause this video if you like to grab your own art equipment. I have some paintbrushes, watercolors, obviously some water, and my little art pad, which is a square art pad that I've been using with all these sessions. So yeah, if you like to grab some stuff, and I invite you to do some intuitive art. And again, intuitive art is anything that comes through using the words and the energy of this session to allow it to just flow, allowing your hands to flow. Whatever you're using, just don't think about it too much, but just be in the moment of every little stroke and every little pen, coloring, sketch. Just you and yourself and your energy, just having fun, and seeing how it goes. And I would love to know if what I do would resemble anything that you may do in your own art piece during this session. And I truly believe that everything is connected and we're all energy after all. And if we're all energy, we're all part of this one beautiful energy that has created itself in our body. And obviously, I believe that we are just souls living through these vessels, experiencing this life. So if me in Australia, in this particular part, and you, wherever you are, listening to this, and as we're doing some intuitive art together, there's any sort of resemblance, that would be a confirmation that we are very aligned and on a wavelength. But if there's no resemblance at all, that is absolutely okay too. It's just in the actual act of doing this intuitive art that we allow ourselves to be free and play. So, if you are joining in, I hope you've got your art tools ready. And what we're going to be doing some intuitive art on is hidden learning. So I'm going to tune into this card first and foremost and see what comes through. I'm just going to say anything that comes through to me. Is there anything that you would like to learn, but you haven't made the time for? Maybe there's something that you are doing that you are also learning a lot from, but you don't know it to be so. Mm. Life always shows us lessons, and it's up to us to recognize those lessons. Okay, so I'm going to speak out those points again. So the first one, wanting to learn something but not having the time to learn it. So, is there anything that you want to learn at the minute that you just feel like you don't have the time for? Maybe this is saying that you can potentially learn through doing something that you may not even think that you are learning from. So, coming back to the second point, which was doing something and learning from it, even if you don't think so. So, I wonder if these 2 points are merging for a reason. One, you think you don't have time to learn something you want to, and the other is doing something and learning something that you don't realize you are. If you feel like you want to learn something but you don't have the time to, maybe you can do a small task or a small something. And even if you feel like you might not be learning as much as you would be if you made more time for it, you're still learning. You're still doing something in that process of learning. So what's coming through to me is, for example, I'm learning Vietnamese on Duolingo. And if you don't know, I am Vietnamese. I grew up in a Vietnamese household. My parents would speak Vietnamese to us, but that was the only Vietnamese I really learned, and I didn't really speak it with my friends or any family member, really, or my siblings. We maybe spoke a little bit, but we mainly spoke in English to each other. And I've been learning a lot about my ancestry, and I want to reconnect with my ancestry. And so I'm now learning Vietnamese because I feel like that puts me in touch with the language of my parents, my ancestors, and it gives me, a feeling of that connection with my ancestors. Um, and Duolingo is a free app. It helps with learning some words and some of its language, of the Vietnamese language. Obviously, it doesn't go in depth, but even a small thing that I do every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of learning, um, it brings me closer to feeling that connection with my ancestors. So in a way, I'm doing it to also learn Vietnamese, but also be in connection with my ancestry. And so it's like a doing something, it's like a hidden learning. I'm doing Duolingo to learn Vietnamese, but also the hidden learning for me is connection with my ancestry. So is there anything in your life that you feel like you want to maybe connect more with, and you can do something as small as, you know, downloading an app to learn something to also connect with something else? So that's come through to me. I don't know if there's anything that you can take from that to hopefully give you some sort of prospect in a way of hidden learning and learning in a different way. Especially when you don't think you have time for it, but then maybe doing something little, 5-10 minutes a day, could actually get you closer to a connection or something, a goal that you've always wanted. Something else that came through to me is like playing the keyboard, especially playing a musical instrument. They say it's really good to play, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes a day. And in that, you are progressing your skills. Even when you think it's only 5 or 10 minutes, those 5 and 10 minutes makes a big difference. So, is there anything that you can do for as little as 5 or 10 minutes to make a big difference in the long run? And then the third point was learning the lessons that life gives us. Life has many, many lessons that it would like to give us, as you would know. And we may, in the moment, feel in our emotions of, why is this happening to me? Why, out of all people, is this happening to me? But if we really tune in to these lessons that life is showing us, these lessons are not happening to us, it's happening for us. Is there a reason why this challenge is coming up in your life right now? Is there a hidden learning for us to reveal by going through the challenge, through the pain, to come out the other side, to reveal and see the light within this lesson? A lot of times we feel into the pain of the things that we have to go through. And we're human. That's the way we've always been. Our human nature is to feel, and it's a beautiful thing to feel. And I am not saying to bypass any sort of feelings. All your feelings is valid, completely valid. Don't let me, anyone else, tell you how you need to feel. You are your own being. You should want to feel and do whatever you want. What's coming through for me is to say that if you do not want to feel a certain way, but because of a certain perspective we may have, it makes it hard for us to come out of that thinking and feeling, then this is a message for you. In every challenge that we are shown in our life, it isn't to bring us down. Momentarily, it may bring us down, and that's okay too. But through the energy of pain and suffering and feeling down, there is an energy that will basically, like a trampoline. This is the image I'm getting. I'm just speaking out what's coming through. Like a trampoline, you go down and then it jolts you back up. It is not about going down and sitting in the down and the dumps of that feeling. And it's okay if in the moment that you feel that, there's always will be this jolt of trampoline of jumping back up. And we need to be in that momentum to know that this challenge going down will bring us up even higher if we want it to. And in the momentum of bringing us down, this challenge, this suffering, this pain that we're going through, in knowing that, this is where the energy is being held. I know that this challenge is going to bring me down, but it's not going to push me down, because this energy is going to allow me to jump up higher than I've ever been before, because this is going to be a catalyst that will make me even more powerful, make me shine even more bright. So not only for myself, but to serve others. When we have this energy and knowing, any challenge that come up in our life would be the greatest lesson that we actually look forward to. Thank you, universe, for giving me this challenge right now. I'm going to take your challenge, and I'm doing a poker game here, double that challenge by using this energy to jump even higher than I have ever been. When we have that energy, of that mindset, of that feeling, nothing, no challenge, even in the midst of it, it's painful and we're suffering, knowing that we will feel like I am going to be even better when I get through this. And you will. Don't let any challenge, any pain, any suffering keep you down. Because, girl, you are so much more powerful than anything that could force you down. And allow that force of momentum going down to lift you even higher. Because through all this, what we see as a challenge is lessons, hidden lessons, to see if we have the will and the want to be even better, to get through this lesson, to upgrade in a sense to the next level. And by doing that, we're doing this for ourselves. We put ourselves in these positions. I could take it way back. We have created a contract with ourselves to be here on Earth School, to learn these lessons, to level up, so we can upgrade, we can graduate, to even be, to come into something that we can't even imagine, something so much higher and brighter and more powerful. But that is something that is bound to happen, and it's not something that we need to strive for. We need to be in the moment of all these lessons, of these life lessons, knowing that we will get through it, but still being in it. And that, my friends, is the power of being human. And enjoying every aspect of this human life. These hidden learnings is hidden treasure for us to pocket once we have passed these lessons. And what we do with these golden nuggets of what we learn from these lessons, how we help humanity. We go through all this to really experience it ourselves first, to really understand what it means to go through all these pains and suffering. We need to do this to really truly feel it all. And once we feel it all, that's where the power is, because we can then use this catalysm to then serve someone else who's going through it. And that could just be a friend, a family member, or a message to the whole world. Just by you, your energy. You don't even need to portray it or narrate it. Everything is felt in this world, in this universe. You do not need to stand on the rooftops to shout out about it. It's felt. You are so felt. You are held. You are loved. And I hope this message of hidden learning shows you, no matter what it is that you want to do, it is powerful. It will create a domino effect out into the world, big or small, it doesn't matter, but it will be felt. And so, this is a message to keep doing what you love to do, to keep being you, keep on learning, to progress, and just to be as well. We are human beings, and we don't have to do all the time. So that's this week's card reading. I hope you got something out of it. And I'm in a moment going to show you my intuitive art piece. And if you're still doing yours, then please feel free to carry on, finish it off, or to pause this video as you do. So this is my intuitive art for hidden learning. It has like a lotus petals kind of shape, and there's little dots around it, and it kind of looks a bit, yeah, very abstract. And yeah, I like the way it looks. It's really cool, and it has like, it does have some sort of hidden kind of emotions or symbology in there as well, if you know what I mean, with the arc of like around the circles. It could look like smiles or eyebrows or like features or even something within that, and I love that it resonates, or it resembles a hidden learning, like a hidden symbology. I think that's really cool. I would love to see your art pieces if you did do any. You can comment down below on this video, tell me what it is that you did, and if there's any like sort of link or connection with our art pieces. I am on Instagram as well, so if you do post it on Instagram, please tag me. I would love to see these. I am like, yeah, I love art, so I would love to just see if you did anything, and if it actually correlated, and if it didn't, I just want to see your art, your beautiful art, whatever it is that you've done. So yeah, that is this week's video. And if you'd love to hear more about hidden learning, then please join us on Substack and we will speak more then. Have a beautiful week of learning, whatever that is, even that's just exploring yourself. Hey guys! So if you resonated with this week's card reading, I go into a deeper, insightful methods on how to integrate this week. Just follow the link below. It's my Substack link. And yeah, follow me there. And thank you for watching. See you there.